What is the deal, YouTube? This is JoJo Speaks, your host for tonight's show. Thank y'all so much for joining us for this being my Hot Topics and Social Commentary Thursday night 8 p.m. live show. I got my sisters, Genesita, aka Prophetic Fire Ricky, and Bianca Edwards. Bianca looks like she right at work, honey. Hey, girls, how are
Hey,
y'all doing?
good. How are y'all?
Doing all right.
Jennifer looks warm. Jennifer looks warm on tonight.
Right.
True.
A couple things I want y'all to do before we get started. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Press that big white subscribe button. It is free and easy to do. Takes less than a second to mash that thing, y'all. So go ahead and mash it for a brother. Also, be sure to leave a thumbs up for this video. Let me know you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out on my channel. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the various topics that we'll be discussing on tonight's show. Be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Last but not least, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones. Let everybody know JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTube streets. I also want you guys to check out my reviews for Married to Medicine as well as the Real Housewives of Potomac. I posted those on Tuesday, as well as my review for RuPaul's Drag Race. I will be reviewing the show from here until the finale. And so all three of those videos went out on Tuesday. So please be sure to look out for those videos. So the Grammys took place. I believe it took place this past Sunday, or was it Tuesday? I can't remember exactly
Sunday.
when it happened. Okay, Sunday, yes. So just a little bit of an overview. Apparently, Cher mispronounced Luther Vandross's name. I did not want to see the actual video or audio of that because I would have felt so embarrassed for Cher. We know she didn't do it on purpose. We know it was just a
Ah,
simple
she grown. She
mistake.
did what she wanted to do.
Right, the same way, and I doubt that it was as bad as John Travolta mispronouncing Adina Menzel's name at the Oscars a couple of years ago, because he totally effed that whole thing up. But anyways, that happened. Who else? Oh, Duran Bernard. He won his first Grammy for Best Progressive R&B Album. I had never heard of that category before. They're adding categories quite a bit, which I do enjoy because it gives a whole lot more other artists an opportunity to actually win a Grammy. Not to say that Duran Bernard would not have won a Grammy if he had not been in this particular category, if he had been in the regular R&B album category. But shout out to Duran Bernard. I saw the video of his acceptance speech, y'all. When I say he ran up to that stage, y'all, he ran up to that stage, y'all, to collect his Grammy. Let's see, Shabuzi spoke out for immigrants, and then he kind of got a little bit of backlash. He said that immigrants built this country, and a lot of people were saying, well, Black people built this country. And it got a little messy there, but he said that he wanted to show respect for his parents who came over from Nigeria, and all that good stuff. What else? What else?
I have a command.
Oh, go ahead.
The progressive R&B album category was adopted in June 2020,
Okay.
effective 2021, replacing the best urban contemporary album.
Gotcha. Because I'd always heard about that urban contemporary category before, so it just took the place. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that, Jennifer. Let's see here. Kalani, she won an award as
She won
well.
her first one.
Her
And
first Grammy.
and both her and Duran, they've been doing their thing for so long. So it really is vindication.
And I saw the video of them embracing one another on the red carpet. They were like, it was so beautiful to see. It was so beautiful to see, y'all. I think I already said Kendrick Lamar, he won the Grammy for Best Rap Album. Also,
You didn't say that yet.
okay. Well, there you go. Kendrick Lamar won for Best Rap Album. I heard that some people were saying that they felt it should have gone to Glorilla. I've heard a little bit of
From who?
about that on Instagram, but and also
Okay.
Bad Bunny won the Grammy for Album of the Year. which was a huge surprise to me. But then again, I haven't been listening to the albums that were on the list, so who am I to say? But he did say "Ice Out," and also Trevor Noah, who was hosting the Grammys. He made a couple of jokes, of course, about Jeffrey Epstein and Trump and all this good stuff. And Trump said that he threatened to sue Trevor Noah, calling him
Oh
this, and
no.
that. But what else is new? But anyways, I remember when I used to watch the Grammys live, and because I'm not like really into music nowadays, then that's the main reason why I don't necessarily watch it much. But people are still watching it because it is still being broadcast. So shout out to y'all who are faithfully watching the Grammys. I give y'all all y'all's props, y'all.
Did you
Um,
see the Lauryn Hill tribute with the whole heap of people for Roberta Flack and D'Angelo?
I meant to say that. I believe the singer who sang "How Does It Feel" Untitled, his name is Bilal, if I'm not
You don't know who
mistaken.
Bilal is?
I don't believe I do. I'm not familiar. I'm not that familiar with them.
Bilal came up in the same era as like the Music Soul Child and everything like that.
Gotcha. That's why I don't know who he is, because I was never into
Neo
the
Soul.
neo soul. Yeah, that was more you, Jennifer. You were
Yeah.
definitely into the neo soul. So but he sang it so beautifully, so beautifully.
He
And
did it great.
I thought Lawrence Hill's outfit was interesting. Not surprised that she wore what she wore.
What you
Um,
expect?
right, exactly. So yeah, out of all of those things, I was most moved by Bad Bunny saying "Ice Out" during his speech, and I have a feeling. Well, first and foremost, as far as his Super Bowl halftime show performance this Sunday is concerned, I really, really hope that Cardi B is going to be a part of that so they can
I've been
perform.
crossing
I
my
like it.
fingers. I've been crossing my fingers, crossing my eyes, crossing my arms, legs, and toes to hopefully see Miss Cardi B up on that stage. I really hope they have worked something out so she can at least say hey and bye.
Right, yeah. Even if she's well, I mean, they can't show her face and her not perform anything. I think that would be terrible. But I have a feeling that we are going to get something very political during this halftime show performance. I think he's going to be able to use that platform to speak out, and I cannot wait to see it. I'm so excited to see
And
it.
I hope he does it all in Spanish. I
Oh, not a lick of
hope.
English. I'm
I
assuming there
don't
won't
want
be
to
any lick of
understand
English.
nothing, honey.
Nothing. I will have my Google Translate ready. Oh, okay. Right up to the TV screen, honey.
Did you hear about Billie Eilish? She did do a F ice situation on there as well.
I didn't know. Okay.
And what else? You were talking. Go ahead. I'm sorry, because I'm thinking about all the stuff that happened. It was so much.
It's okay. It's all right. But yes, I'm so happy for all of those who won. And shout out to them. So Bianca, did you see any of the Grammys? What are the things that stuck out to you? What do you want to say about it in general?
I didn't see any of it. I am not a fan of award shows at all whatsoever. I'm the least bit interested in them.
Okay.
So I really didn't see anything. I did see that outfit of Lauren Hill though. I did see that, and I just laughed. It's so her.
That's exactly what I was. Is there she go? And then had the big old shades on. I was like,
There she
okay, child.
go.
She do. But what what that whole thing brought about was some really amazing music
Okay.
with some really amazing people performing. Um, we saw a lot of lackluster during the Grammys weekend, lackluster tributes and things of that nature. Unfortunately, like the tributes to
Mhm.
Mariah Carey and things of that nature. But
We will
I'm
get
very
to that.
happy. Yeah. But I'm very happy that they did so well with Roberta Flack. I need to. I'm really interested in knowing the African Americans that put that together because there's no way no Caucasianites gathered that group of people, the right people to sing the songs, the right people to do it right. So I was very excited about that. Um, I don't know if y'all. No, I'm not gonna go into that. This is not my show. My bad. What
You can
else?
get into it if you want to, Jennifer. That's fine.
Oh well, I mean Nick of Alandria, you know what I'm saying? Nick was there.
Mm.
Alandria's man, and um, it was nice to see him. He was dressed very well. A lot of other people was dressed very well. A lot of other people was hating. Oh yes, and I think it was great that Kendrick Lamar got another 5 Grammys that night. 5
Yes.
from the
He's now tied
GTA.
with Jay-Z for the most Grammys won by a rapper. He's now tied with Jay-Z for that
I saw.
category thing.
And what's wonderful or kind of cool about it, he's not done with his career. I'm not saying that Jay-Z is done with his career, but all of Jay-Z's career, those are all of his, and you know that Kendrick Lamar is not done yet. I'm sure there's going to
Right.
be more to come for that. And Bad Bunny, I'm happy for him saying what need to be said. I think it was kind of nice just to see all the political stuff being said in the moment, people taking advantage of the time they did. And Duran, once again, he blessed my whole shundo. Dustin's here, y'all.
Hey,
Hey,
Dustin.
Dustin.
Miss Kim, she says, "Hey J and J and B."
Hey, Miss Kim.
Hey,
Good
Miss Kim.
evening.
She said, "Hey to Dustin." Miss Kim says, I had so much secondhand embarrassment for Cher. Luther passed in 2005.
Yeah.
It's but it's like she's like 80. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I don't
I
I
didn't
can't
feel
blame
too
her.
bad. I didn't feel, and 80 and looking like that too. I didn't feel bad.
Right.
I didn't feel bad at all. I thought it was just as funny because I don't know if you noticed, but when Kendrick Lamar and them came up there, they were laughing because it's like, hold on, does she want Luther Vandross to come up there or what are we? That's us, right? That's us. Okay. Um, Unveiled Vibration says, "Yay, Grammys!" Hey, Tyrone. Miss Kim says, "I love Duran's spirit. Sprint to the stage. Who could not?"
When I tell you he was getting them knees up, honey, he got them knees.
And it was such a wonderful moment. Such a wonderful moment. I'm so happy for him. I've been rooting for him for so long. Child, when I went to go see Erica Badu, I really actually came to see him, to be honest with you, since he's, one of her background singers. And she always gives him some space to riff and do his thing.
Mhm.
Um, we've been knowing Duran
Since like 2010 or 2011, maybe. No, but maybe like
maybe
2012-ish.
maybe even a little before that, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
because because he was doing those videos and Mikhail bought him on the Scorpion show,
Right.
and I've been enjoying his renditions of gospel songs
Hmm.
that had a lot of cussing and stuff in it. It's been amazing. So I'm very happy for him, and I love his music. I really do. He has some really great music. Unveiled Vibration says that award went to Kendrick fair and square. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Glorilla, I don't know if you saw me and Bianca's face, but
I
who
did.
talking about it should have went if anybody, it should have went to the clips. Glorilla?
Yeah. I just saw it on Instagram. I swiped right up. I didn't know what the source was. I just saw it on Instagram.
It's just random fools. People just be talking to talk. This is why I can't even do Instagram like that no more because people just be talking just to be talking. Um, Miss Kim says immigrants did not build this country. Enslaved Africans were kidnapped and forced to work this land and build this country. That was that was the problem with what Shabuzi said. That was
Yeah.
the issue. He said immigrants built this country. It's like
No.
we need to get more specific, and that's a
Right.
problem with non um, foundational Black Americans um, speaking on things like that. There's a big old chance that he just said it wrong, possibly,
Could be.
or he could have been saying something to the effect of, immigrants are keeping, a part of this country or a part of the fabric of this country. And we still would have been able to go with that. But as far as building this country, no, 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 no. We need to be specific and give props where props are due. Miss Kim says, I'm still into neo soul. Lauren's outfit was a tribute to Angie Stone. Angie wore something similar years ago.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for that tidbit, Miss Kim. I had no idea. So it makes more sense now.
Auntie, oh Jonathan, Auntie Robin says, "What up? Hey, Auntie Robin."
Hey, Auntie Robin.
Hey, Miss Robin.
She says to me, the Grammy scene more like a finery. There was very little joy. They kept talking about it being the last CBS, the last for CBS. Trevor
Yeah.
Noah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's moving to ABC starting next year.
Yay! I don't care. And also, let's see. Oh, Sinners won 2 Grammys.
Yes, they won for best score and best soundtrack, right?
Yeah, I'm very happy for them.
Gotcha.
Ms. Kim says Questlove was behind the D'Angelo and Roberta Flack tribute. Thank you, Jesus.
Makes
They
sense.
they sent the right ones. Ms. Kim says Kendrick has more than one more than Jay-Z now.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Mhm.
Thank you for
And
that.
I believe he's going to continue to rack them up, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
I know he ain't no way he done. Auntie Robin says, "Oh, I have an announcement. Been in the hospital since last Wednesday. Oh wow,
Wow.
and I'm waiting a room to transfer to my regular hospital. On the list for first available room. All right, we'll be praying for you, Auntie
That's
Robin.
that's what's up, Auntie Robin. Keep your head up.
Ooh, child.
Come on, Bianca. Yes,
I didn't see. I ain't got to tell you. You can sing, Bianca. I
there's
ain't got to
something up
tell
in
you
there.
that.
We
Okay.
heard something there.
No,
In
y'all
the throat area.
y'all ain't finna have me sitting up here sounding like Trey Songz.
Oh, no.
Well, at least you're not destined to
I was
jail and lawsuits like him.
I was
No,
about to say, you say that like that's a bad thing. I enjoy Trey
it is.
Songz's voice,
I
but
did not please my pillows. No.
Okay, I agree with Bianca on that one, Jonathan.
it's
Auntie,
okay. I'll stand alone.
Auntie Robin says, and y'all know I can't see comments too well in this phone. Understood, friend. It's gonna be
It's
all right,
okay.
Auntie Robin.
Do what you can, Auntie Robin.
Auntie Robin says, Joe Nathan and Dustin, Matt, I missed the 90-day review. Always ready to cut up.
It's okay, Auntie Robin. We did miss you, but I understand.
Auntie Robin says, the problem is not knowing our history. Yes,
Very
I
true.
agree wholeheartedly, Auntie Robin. I'm seeing that more and more on TikTok. A lot of people from African countries speak wholeheartedly about the the Black American experience and believe they can speak on it just because they're Black as well. So
Mhm.
it's a little they don't know the history. Funeral. Whose funeral? I might have been looking for a word or somebody. I don't know. Miss Kim says Trevor Noah is a cutie. He is. I wish he would.
Very much so.
She said, "I wish he would come see about me."
Yes, Miss Kim. Absolutely, Miss Kim. Absolutely. That face. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he is a cutie. He's
Very
a cutie
much so.
patootie. I'm kind of like surprised that he's not with somebody.
Right.
But I'm curious to see how things go for him in life.
And then
Um,
his accent on top of his looks, child, please.
and he's intelligent, and he's
Very.
like he's not, though he's from South Africa. The African American experience is not lost on him.
Right.
So he's somebody you can actually have a conversation with him. Miss Kim says, "What's wrong, Auntie Robin?" All right, that's all.
So, as Jennifer mentioned a little bit before, Mariah Carey had a tribute. I think it's very evident that Mariah Carey probably. I'm going to. I have a feeling that Mariah Carey had nothing to do with the artists who were chosen to sing on her behalf. Um, I'll speak on 3 of the artists that performed. I think there might have been 6 or 7, I'm not sure. I don't think it was televised. There's not a lot of videos out, or at least on YouTube, at least professionally made videos of it. But I did see some clips. I saw Jennifer Hudson performing My All. I thought her outfit was great. It's just she was doing her Jennifer Hudson thing, and I personally don't enjoy that type of singing. Just for me. And so yeah, there's that. Kesha sang "Obsessed," which I thought she did a decent job, even though she was wearing sunglasses on the stage. I don't know why she had sunglasses on, but you know, it is what it is. But what I wanted to mention is Billy Porter. He sang "Always
Oh,
Be My Baby." Number one, the wig I was not a fan of. I appreciate any man who wants to put a wig on. I just like that wig to be styled. I like that wig to look great. I like it to complement the outfit, the ensemble. Um, and I don't want to say that he sounded a mess because, that could go so many different ways, but I just did not enjoy his rendition of the song. I don't know if it was in too high of a key for him. It's not that he sounded terrible. I'm not going to say that he sounded terrible, but I personally did not enjoy the performance in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. Now, he was on the red carpet. And it did look like he might have been a little bit slizzard. It might have been a little bit under the influence when he was asked about Nicki Minaj, and he said, "F her." It was it was quite funny to me when I saw it.
I'm
Which
telling you,
is
the only reason why I saw it was because of T.S. Madison showing they showed a video of it.
oh, okay, yeah. It was. And that's what made me think that he might have been a little bit under the influence of something or another. But yeah, that wig just took me all the way out. Once again, like I support anyone who wants to put on a wig, but I just like it to look good. And in my personal humble opinion, I felt as though it wasn't the best looking wig that you could find. Bianca, did you see any clips or anything of this Mariah Carey tribute? And what were your thoughts on any of the things that I've mentioned, including Billy Porter talking about Nicki?
I did see a snippet of Jennifer Hudson singing, and when I heard the old Negro spiritual, I just clicked out of it and I didn't want to hear anymore.
Right.
Um, I did see that clip of Billy Porter. And you know what? They go to the award shows to have fun. They go to get lit, turn up, to fellowship. So he had a little extra fun that day, and it's okay. It's okay.
Absolutely.
Was
Jennifer?
Shantae Moore there?
She was there.
What she
She
saying?
performed that song that Mariah did with Busta Rhymes, "Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you.
Oh,
I
Oh,
know what you want.
I
You know
missed
I
that.
got it."
okay. Because I'm looking at pictures and I see him, and they also have like Jelly Roll on here. I think that's Jelly Roll or Teddy Twins, one of them niggas. Excuse me, Caucasian big people.
Okay.
That sing well. Um, here's my concern.
A concern. Okay.
I feel as if we request people to do tributes without assessing their ability to sing the song.
Preach, preach. Okay.
I would like to say I enjoy Jennifer Hudson's for when she's doing her thing for her thing, right? But I so totally feel like this was not the moment. Um, for her, I don't think like if you're thinking Mariah Carey, I don't think Jennifer Hudson as somebody that needs
At
to be
all.
singing her songs. Um, I saw a positive tribute from way back, not way back in the day, but for a few years ago that Kelly Rowland did, and she did Fantasy, and you
Yeah.
could tell Mariah Carey enjoyed her rendition of the song and how
Hmm.
she sang it, and it was a performance. It was wonderful. I saw on TikTok a Caucasian big fellow. He sang "My All."
Oh, I've
That is
got
the
to hear it.
most difficult song I believe that Mariah Carey has ever written. Okay. And he sang that song with every single ad lib, every single run, every single note. And I'm like, why can't we? They needed to have like a sing like Mariah contest so they can get
Mm,
some people that can sing these songs and really tributize our good queen, our good vocal reference, our good writing woman,
mm-hmm.
Mariah Carey. I feel that the people that's actually famous out there, um, or people that are known, that they don't have the voice, a voice like somewhat close to hers.
Right.
And I agree with T.S. Madison. She thinks that she was saying like some of the only people that could have done somewhat all right would have been Whitney or Celine, but they're like not either gone to glory or not necessarily doing a whole lot because of health issues.
Right.
They needed to have a nationwide search. Shoot, they could have gone to the Philippines and found some people that can sing somewhat like Mariah Carey and just get all the notes, or have the vocal range of a Mariah Carey. Um, I, they have been
TikTok.
doing her wrong so long.
They just go to TikTok and listen to
They,
people sing her songs.
I
Right.
promise you, they would find a good 5 people that can sing the song like they need to be sung,
Yeah.
because there were people that was doing Whitney tributes better than anybody that they've ever found to do one. Like remember when Whitney went to Glory and all of a sudden Ashanti was coming out of nowhere doing tributes to Whitney? Like, who said who approved this?
Uh,
Who said this was okay?
Yikes.
So I'm very disappointed. I feel like, and just hearing the Roberta Flack and D'Angelo, situation, that kind of brought my hopes up a little bit better. But they've been doing my sis Mariah Carey so bad. They just need to
Yeah.
find the people that sing these songs. They just need to find better songs for them to sing that's within their range, that they can really like hone in on and really take hold of the song. When Kelly Rowland did Fantasy, you could tell that she's truly a fan.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell she truly loves what she was doing at that moment in that space and time. And it showed in her performance. Kesha, I refuse to watch it. I refuse to hear, I haven't heard any of it. Because when I heard who was singing, I said no.
Right.
I honestly forgot who that was, to be honest.
Okay?
Right.
I
Yeah.
said no.
No, I'm serious. I forgot who that was.
And I don't
I
blame
believe
you.
you. I believe you for sure.
I
I,
really didn't tell me who she was.
I mean, to me, she's had one good album. I did purchase her first album. I did enjoy it.
Really?
Yes, yes, I did because I didn't like her first single, TikTok, I think it was
Yeah.
called. I didn't necessarily care for that song, but she had a couple songs on that album that I like I think it was called Hangover or something like that. I think I liked that song quite a bit. It was
She
kind of a
has
mid
some,
tempo.
but she's more of a party girl, and she
Yeah,
certainly isn't known for singing.
right.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Now you know good and time well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
I was completely confused as to why they asked her to do that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Yes, she was very successful. I mean, I think she's got a couple of number ones on the Hot 100. She's had a successful career, but
It was
for a
during the
Mariah
time.
Carey tribute,
It's a no. Like, who said, who approved this? Who said, ooh, Kesha, yes, let's get her.
it
Not
made no
saying that she's bad, but she ain't a singer. We need a singer.
right. We need the right artist for the right mood and the right event. And for
Shoot.
Mariah Carey tribute, That's not the first, second, third, fourth, fifth,
I would
sixth,
have been
seventh,
happier if they
eighth,
called up
ninth, tenth.
Yolanda Adams.
Right.
You
Like
know, she would have sang. Shoot, even Christina Aguilera would have sang something.
for real. Like, but it is what it is. Jennifer, we got any comments to get to before we move on?
Yeah, Auntie Robin says Trevor is so ridiculously bry, BRY. Oh, maybe she meant dry. I like it though. Auntie Robin says I do not enjoy Jennifer Hudson at all.
Understood, Auntie Robin.
Miss Kim says I just hope his breath. I just hope his breath was fresh because that was a lot.
A whole lot, Miss Kim.
Like, sir, calm down. What are you on? You're right. He might have been on something.
Thank
Auntie
you.
Robin says, I've been in and out of sleep so much. I missed a lot, especially Billy Porter of it all, Anna. Yeah.
Yeah, go look it up, Auntie Robin. I'm sure you can find it.
It's ridiculous. Auntie Robin says, because no matter what, Jennifer Hudson makes everything about her. It doesn't matter what it is, a tribute to somebody else. She wants a spotlight on her, all about her. I don't like her.
I don't think she has the ability. I don't think it's making it about her. I think she only has one singing style, to be honest. I've never heard her do any other style of singing except for hers.
I will say the softest that I've ever heard Jennifer Hudson sing is at the beginning of "And I Am Telling You." At the beginning of that song, she is quite soft. However, after that, it's just off to the races.
But still her though. It's still not Mariah Carey song.
Right, exactly. Like I just don't know if she has that ability. I would hope that she would, but she's just not my style of singer that I want to listen to.
And also when you're thinking Mariah Carey, you ain't thinking about taking it back to church.
Right.
Not saying that she there's nothing holy, because if she say fly like a bird, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
she know about the Lord and Savior.
But she ain't got the ups to sing like anyway, man. And then Mariah Carey, she does a lot of the whisper, the little soft, airy voices. It's like that's not even remotely in Jennifer's wheelhouse. Above Vibration says, "Hey, let Ashanti be great, Jennifer." Look at here. She don't sound nothing like nobody's Whitney Houston. I'm sorry. Singing "I Will Always Love You" and stuff. Hey, Dustin. Dustin says, "Me neither. Auntie Robin don't like Jennifer Hudson Blunt." Well, I mean, hey, she meant that. Kim says Jennifer has zero range. She's one note.
Absolutely.
And Above Vibration says, y'all know Mariah has a reputation and folks don't rock with her like that these days. I don't know. I'm sure they tried to find the best they could. Let me tell you something.
I completely doubt that. I'm sorry.
I feel the exact same way.
Find somebody.
Somebody.
I really don't hear of much people who don't like Mariah. Like Mariah ain't got problems with too many people out here. Yes, she's had her problems with certain artists in the past, but at least nowadays, people seem to be rocking with Mariah as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sure if Mariah was out at the helm of choosing who would sing for her, we would get a proper Mariah Carey tribute. But when it's left out of her hands, this is what we get.
And I think also she would need to be a part of the arrangements for said singer for it to, be all right. Because like somebody like a Tori Kelly, she sing down, but somebody it's we need a creative around so that they can just make it good.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So next on the docket here on the dossier, two popular, what I would say is probably popular talk shows. Kelly Clarkson's talk show and as well as Sherri Shepherd's talk show are coming to an end. I know that Sherri Shepherd's show was canceled.
I am kind of surprised by that.
To be honest, for Sherri, I wasn't sure how long she was going to last. So to be honest,
really,
yeah, I wasn't sure what type of fan base she would have and if she would have a big enough fan base to be able to stay on. But apparently I was wrong because she stayed on for 4 seasons. So she
Mhm.
stayed on longer than I actually expected her to. So I'm happy for Sherry to be able to have her own show and to be able to do things maybe the way that she wanted to do them. And Kelly Clarkson actually said that she wanted to take time away from the show to spend more time with her children. I have heard rumors that her show was canceled, so I'm not exactly sure whether Kelly's show was canceled or she decided to step away from that, but who knows? But I thought they were both great hosts. You know, I don't hear that there's a whole lot of money in talk shows nowadays where everything is being streamed and people aren't really watching shows live. Of course, they would watch the reruns and the clips on YouTube and things
Mhm.
of that nature, but those numbers don't really reflect as far as the ratings, the actual TV ratings are concerned. And that's what the powers that be are looking at when you have a TV show. They're looking at the ratings. And so I do feel, I especially feel for Sherry. I feel so bad for her, but I would have felt that way whenever her show would have come to an end. Jennifer, were you surprised to hear about the I'll use air quotes cancellations of these shows? And did you watch either one of these shows? I watched a couple of clips of Sherry. Wasn't necessarily interested in Kelly Clarkson's show, too, just to be truthfully honest.
I haven't watched any of them, but
Oh, okay.
I was surprised about Sherry. Kelly Clarkson, her saying what she needs to say, saying I need to step away. To be honest, I think it's gonna, unfortunately, her being a Caucasian fellow, she'd be able to get back where she want to be when she's good and darn ready. So it's like
Oh,
that's okay.
absolutely.
But
She'll be
as
fine.
Yeah, but as far as Sherry Shepherd, this is her dream, and I kind of felt sorry for her
Yeah.
with that though, and I was surprised as well.
Yeah. Bianca, did you want to speak on either one of these shows being canceled? Okay, maybe Bianca's not with us.
No, it's okay.
Okay. All right, cool, Bean. So we'll move on. I saw something funny on Instagram this past week. So there was a boxing match that was happening, and boxer Jarrell Miller's hair, his hair, he had on a man unit, and his hair kind of left his scalp a little bit. Just
You sound really sweet about it. His hair left his scalp.
Yeah, his hair came off. Should I use air quotations when I say his hair? Because technically, I'm sure it is his hair. I mean, I'm sure he purchased it, but it
Child.
wasn't necessarily the hair that was growing out of his scalp. That is the first time I've ever seen that happen on a man during a sporting event. Now, I have seen man units come off. There was this one episode of Catfish a couple of seasons ago where this black male man was being catfished by this Latino Hispanic type dude, and the Hispanic Latino type dude was saying that he's not bi, he's not interested in men, but then you're sending these romantic type messages to this other man. So what kind of sense does that make? But anyway, so the man who was being catfished, the black guy who had the hairpiece, he was calling the Hispanic guy a liar, and the Hispanic guy caught up and walked around the couch and pulled his wig back. So that's really the only time that I've
He
seen a
didn't know
man.
that thing knocked his wig back. That's what it did.
No, he yanked it.
He did yank it.
He yanked it.
I thought
He.
it was knocked off.
What do you mean by
It was
knocked
knocked
off?
off.
What you was thinking that he hit him or something?
It
Yeah,
was not. Yeah.
it was knocked off, right?
Yep. He
I
hit
thought
him.
he pulled. I thought he
He
pulled it
did.
He
back.
didn't pull it.
He hit him. It flew when he hit him.
It knocked loose.
So then when
Oh.
they was on timeout, he just went on and peeled it off.
You might as
So it was
well.
clapping when he was getting hit. It was just doing like this
Oh
with every
wow!
punch.
I need to see that clip again.
You
But
look at the clip because all you see is him punch it, and it was knocked loose. And then he kept on punching. More than likely, more sweat and whatever was going on up under
okay,
that, and the adhesive gave way, honey, and it was knocked off. He
wow.
knocked that thing off.
So anyways, Mr. Jarrell Miller, he was getting knocked upside the head, left and right, right and left, and his man piece, it just came off. And I also want to say this really quickly. I believe that Dr. Simone's husband, Cecil, from Married to Medicine, I firmly believe that he is wearing a man unit. firmly believe that he is wearing a man unit. It looks great. It looks awesome. But if you see I saw a shot of him from the back, and if you see the difference between the lack of hair he has at the bottom of the back of his hair, leading up to the fullness of the hair at the top, I was like, oh, okay, well, I see what's going on there. Once again, it looks great. It looks awesome. But I have a feeling that it is a man unit. But Bianca, did you see this video of Mr. Jarrell, the boxer's hair coming off? And what are your thoughts of this particular subject of man units going awry?
The video? You must have got to watch the Fanatic. I watched the actual fight, and I posted it immediately when it happened.
Okay.
It was amazing. It was a crazy TV moment. I was in that living room on the floor.
D-O-N-E, honey.
Listen, that gave me so much joy with him talking all that crap and then get your wig split.
Okay.
Wow.
Genesita, your thoughts?
Well, I'm just happy that it happened, so now he can let him go. Because I don't know if you've seen, he's doing the rest of his interviews without it.
Oh, okay.
So he has released his unit. Okay, hold on. All right, Auntie Robin says, Miss Kim, I was about to say that. Say the same. No range comment. Absolutely. Unveiled Vibration says, y'all, the Grammys been abandoned their creative directors years ago. Hopefully ABC will do better. We shall see. Auntie Robin says, where is the announcement that Jennifer Hudson's show was canceled?
Because when I tell you she's the most awkward interviewer that I've ever seen. I think she's gotten better as time has gone on, but during her first couple of seasons, it was so awkward and like not pleasing to the eye when you saw her interviewing people initially. She's gotten a little bit more comfortable now, though. I can tell that she's got a little bit more comfortable with it, but when she first started out, it was terrible.
Auntie Robert says Sherry cancellation is BS. They recently announced another season. Oh,
really?
I hope so, because I'm really, like I said, this was Sherry's dream. I don't watch it, but I want the best for somebody like that, because she was trying to get where she supposed to be, where she wanted to be. Right. Auntie Robin says I was pleasantly surprised at how great a host Kelly is. She is a great Litany Miller singer.
I agree. She got them pipes, y'all.
She be singing people's songs better than them. It's something else.
I loved it when she sang Jasmine Sullivan's "Pick Up Your Feelings." That was awesome.
Unveiled Vibration says more Black men need to embrace the BBL. Black bald lace front.
Wow.
Just to let you know, as for me and my household, he's not allowed to. So, moving on and moving forward. Dustin says, I watched the fight to be a younger. Oh, he was laughing out loud. It was hilarious. Gotcha. Auntie Robin says, no, the cancellation of Sherry's show is real. Oh, Lord, I say it's BS. She announced that they were approved for a new season, and now that's nonsense. Oh, Jesus.
And they took it away just like that.
They did her wrong.
Man. Oh, okay. Auntie Robin said, I said a picture of Kelly's a good listener. Understood.
That's awesome.
Kelly, she's exciting to watch.
She is. And she's really down to earth. She's never been problematic. So I can appreciate her for being one of the good ones. So some news that I'm excited about. I'm not exactly sure whether you guys, the viewers, are excited, but America's Next Top Model for me was one of my favorite shows coming up. I still watch reruns on Hulu to this day. So I love that show. And so there's a documentary coming out about America's Next Top Model on Netflix. I'm not exactly sure what the release date is going to be, but they're going to be discussing. I saw that the season's Cycle 6 winner, Danielle, my favorite winner of all time, Danielle, she's going to be a part of that documentary. Mr. Jay Alexander is going to be on there as well. The other Jay, I forgot what his last name was, but
Manuel?
Jay Manuel. Thank you so much for that. He's going to be on there. I feel as though I saw Nigel Barker being interviewed on there as well.
You did.
So they're going to be talking about the effect that it had. And I know that there was some controversial things that happened on the show where, some of the models were put in, quote, blackface to resemble another race. That was a photo shoot, I think, on 2 different seasons. There have been a lot of memeable moments where, Tyra yelled at Tiffany and she said, I've never yelled at a girl like this. We've had some other moments like on the first season where Robin and Shannon refused to pose nude for a photo shoot, and then Jay Manuel said, "Well, Robin, you were showing me your tatas, and what happened? Where was your Christianity when that was happening?" So there are a lot of things that have happened on America's Next Top Model. Me personally, I did not have much issue with the show. Once again, I love the show. I watched it all of the time, especially when it was initially coming out. I think I started watching it on either the second or third cycle. I sort of kind of fell off around cycle 10 or 11-ish. And then once it got on Hulu, I started watching the old episodes back again. But I'm excited to see this documentary. Once again, I felt like it was a good show, but at the end of the day, it was a reality TV show. Was it a show to find models, to put them out there? Some people will say yes, some people may say no, but it was a reality TV show for ratings. It wasn't a reality TV show of course, would it help people? Yes, but was that their goal? Who knows? But I loved it. I absolutely loved the show. So I'm excited to see the documentary, and maybe I'll find out some different things. I'm assuming that Jay Manuel is going to address the issues that he and Tyra were having around the end of his tenure on the show. So I'd be excited to see if both of them are going to speak on that. So yeah, Jennifer, I see a look on your face. What are your thoughts concerning this documentary, and what does that look all about?
The whole thing was problematic. It was, and one crazy thing that Tyra said, which was a clip from the preview or whatever. She was basically saying that, well, y'all were watching it, we were doing the crazy things for y'all. It's like, hold up. So it's our fault that you're doing horrible stuff to these grads. And from listening to more like older interviews with Jay Manuel, he talked about it all. Like, he wasn't supposed to be there for a lot, because like the creative stuff, they were putting the stupid stuff on him, like the changing the race stuff.
Yeah,
they're putting on him as if he was the creative mind that came up with doing it, and he knew it wasn't right.
He was technically the creative director of the photo shoots, and so that's why he would be blamed for that. So I understand that doesn't make it right at all. It does not make that right, because
they just told him to do it.
Right. I'm sure he had no influence whatsoever on what they were actually doing. He was just there to tell the girls whether they looked good or not.
They tried to make it seem as if it was his idea, though.
And that is an issue. That is very much an issue for sure.
And he was against it, and just the way they were treated, the makeovers that they've given them. Just looking back, let me tell you something. The best reality TV is when it started. And America's Next Top Model was a part of that start of reality TV.
Right.
And sometimes we don't know something isn't socially acceptable until after you do it.
That's true. That's very true.
You don't realize how bad it looks until you see it. So, but I'm not going to let anybody off the hook for these. You know what I'm saying? And listening to Jay Manuel, he sound like he got sense, but it sound like Tyra, she's off in some other world, like, and have no accountability. She's not sorry. She's not. It's like it just makes me wonder. Like, her mother was good, but like coming up in her teens in that world back then, where her being black was an issue, her being having more of a body yachty was an issue. Her big forehead was an issue, but still fighting through all of that, something tears
Mhm.
down within you. And I believe America's Next Top Model is the result. Um, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Ms. Kim says, I can't wait to watch the America's Next Top Model documentary. Tyra is problematic. And I heard there was
Very
two of
much
them, right?
so.
Two coming out. There's one for Netflix and another one for another area too.
Another streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I only I saw the preview for the one that's coming on Netflix, but shoot, I'll watch both of them. They were very hard on those girls. I will say, like the level of expectations were so extremely high, whereas they expected those women to act as though they were already professional models. But as RuPaul would say, this is not RuPaul's school for gals, but at the same time, when you're looking for women who are not already professional models and you're putting this expectation on them, that's going to create a certain atmosphere. And, I understand that now. But when I was just watching for the pretty photo shoots and all that good stuff. Bianca, what are your thoughts? Were you a fan of America's Next Top Model, and are you looking forward to this documentary?
I used to be a fan of the show, but I kind of fell off. They started doing too much for me,
Mhm.
so I couldn't take it anymore. And then, Oliver Twixt, he would have a different model come and interview. He'll interview them a week. So listening at their stories or listening to their stories, I wonder how Tyra feels about this coming out, because it wasn't too many of them that had something good to say about her or their experience at all.
Or Bianca, even afterwards. So I heard some of those women talking as if like they had to take America's Next Top Model off their resumes and things of that nature because it was looking it didn't look good. People were kind of like blacklisting them for being a part of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
that doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, the winner of Cycle 6, Danielle, she was like horribly sick during her season. It was when they were in Thailand. It was
Mhm.
dehydration. She
yeah,
was getting oxygen, and but she felt as though if she did not go to the photo shoot, she was not going to be able to stay in the competition. And that's the type of that's the type of
It was
atmosphere that
true.
and she was probably right. I'm sure she was right if she did not take that photo shoot. She didn't go to the challenge that week, but she did take a photo shoot. She did great on the photo shoot, and she ended up winning. And one of the things that really irked my nerves during Danielle's season is Danielle was from Arkansas, so she had a very country accent. And the entire season, Tyra was like, I can't understand what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's such a country girl. She should be able to turn it off. Like, it grinded my gears. And then also Danielle started out with a gap
yeah.
in
Also
between
said
the
her
middle
dad.
of her front two teeth, and Tyra wanted her to get the gap closed, and Danielle, she was resistant to it. She did not want to have to do that. And Tyra was like, well, you think you're going to be in a CoverGirl commercial, Easy Breezy Beautiful CoverGirl with this big old gap in the middle of your teeth? It's like, it
Yeah,
was problematic. It was, I don't look past that. I understand that those problems were there. I just so happened to be a fan of the show, but there were problems there for sure. Um, and so the last topic that I wanted to talk about tonight is there
Oh,
was some
hold on.
news that. Oh, go ahead.
Um, Miss Kim says I can't wait to watch the. Oh, wait, hold on. She said Jay Manuel wrote a novel loosely based on his experience on the show and Tyra's antics.
Yeah. I mean, even Yaya talked about Tyra's antics so it is what it is.
But
Um,
you know
any,
what? Yaya was woke before were all woke.
okay. Okay.
Child.
Child. Anyways, and I want to say justice for Takara Jones. Even though I still think that Eva deserved to win their season, Takara should have stayed a lot longer
A lot longer.
cycle. But anyways, because like even the judges said she had one of the best faces for that cycle. But we won't get into all that because I can talk about America's Next Top Model all night long. Anyway, some news out of Married to Medicine. Quad and King are no longer together. They have broken up. They're no longer in a relationship. They've ceased to see each other. Here's my thing about their whole relationship, and I have to use that word lightly because I don't know if that was even a relationship. What got me about their whole situation is the fact that they never discussed marriage on the show, but they were so interested in having a baby together. And it's like, this is not, I mean, yes, it's true. Not everyone feels as though marriage is a prerequisite to having children. I get that. However, at least in my opinion, I would expect for Quad, and maybe I shouldn't expect for her to, to want to get married before having a baby. But it seemed kind of odd that she was so hell-bent on having a child, going through this IVF treatment and things of that nature, going through the length of going out to Africa for some of her treatments, or maybe she just wanted to go to Africa. I know that she enjoys it out there. Maybe yes, using it as an excuse to go to Africa. Who knows? But me personally, I never really saw the chemistry between Quad and King. They never really looked like an actual couple to me. They didn't even seem like friends to me, at least. They just looked like they were just in each other's presence a whole lot and sort of kind of almost like coworkers in a way. I don't know. It just never came across to me as an actual relationship. And so when they were on the previous season, I think it was season 11, when they were on a couples trip, and of course they're asking all these questions about sex, and Quad was like, well, King and I, we have sex like 3, 4, 5 times a day, honey. Like it's just it wasn't realistic to me at all, that relationship. And it just seemed like, and I don't want to put it out there like Quad paid King to be on the show. I don't know whether she paid him or not, but again, their relationship didn't seem authentic to me. Once again, I didn't see the chemistry. I didn't see the love. I didn't even see friendship between them. It just seemed as though he was there to be her man on the show. And that's it. So anyways, Bianca, what are your thoughts on King and Quad no longer being together? I'm not sure if they were ever together to begin with, but what were your thoughts on that news coming out?
Well, according to Toya, they were together. She said, but they feel like they broke up sometime in the middle of the season because for them, they noticed a huge change. And she said that she think us fans are going to notice it too as we continue to watch the show. But she said the way that he treated her, it was very, you could tell something was going on. She said that her and Eugene are also really good friends with him because she brought him around. She had him at every event, and her and Choir are now building a friendship. So she would see King a lot, and King got her son his luxury car for his birthday. He helped. They got the car through him. So they said that she just did an interview with Carlos King today. So
I saw that clip.
So she was like, how she made it seem like they were together. And then I get it, Quad's clock is ticking. So at this point, she probably just want to have a baby. That's probably why they didn't hear too much about marriage, because she was just like, look, whether we be together or not, I want my baby. So I would rather do it with somebody who's here physical in the flesh and the child can know you versus going to get a random donor. So I just want my child, which I can understand because before I got in my relationship, I was going through the process of freezing my eggs with my OB. So I mean, I can see both sides of that, but I also can see how a lot of people thought the relationship was fake too as well, because it just came out of nowhere and it was a little bit awkward.
It was a little heavy, a little fast.
Very much so.
It seemed like, of course, we don't have to see every stage of a relationship, of course, right?
Right.
But when that's all that we're greeted with, it's like,
because when he first came onto the show, Quad had said that they had been dating for, I think she said, a year when he first came onto the show. So that's why that's why it was weird for us as the viewers. And also, Jennifer, before you speak on it, I did see a clip from the Carlos King interview with Toya and Eugene. And Eugene said he thought that King no longer wanted to be with Quad because she was putting so much emphasis on having a child. as opposed to trying to get to know him and getting their relationship going or getting their relationship on the good foot. Whereas she was so focused on having a child, and that got in the way of them actually building a relationship together. Jennifer, what are your thoughts? I know you're not watching Married to Medicine, but
Yeah,
any
but
thoughts at all?
that's not good. That's not good.
Mhm.
And it's sad. Usually it's the other way around where the man has ulterior motives, but
Mhm.
she missing out if that's the case. She ain't trying to have a relationship with the man that she's trying to have a child with. That's really backwards.
Very backwards.
Especially if especially for him to desire a meaningful relationship as well. It's like that's a bit much. So um kudos for him. Ciao. Miss Kim says, Tyra's front teeth are big and they overlap. Miss Kim says, so King's unemployed? Sex 4 or 5 times a day? Yeah, okay. Bye quad.
I never found out what, I don't know if King ever said what he did for a living, so I'm not
The
sure. Bianca,
cars.
do you know?
The cars. You know he sell luxury cars.
Oh, okay. Cool beans. Okay.
Uh Auntie Robin says, no, F you told us. Okay, I guess somebody else told us a while ago that it was a real relationship. But that time when he started talking to Kate, oh, I'm sure somebody else. Uh, maybe King started talking about what a stress this is. I knew it was a rat. Oh, well then.
Wow. So yeah, thank y'all so much for joining us for our Hot Topics and Social Commentary show. I thought we had a great time. Bianca, why don't you share with the good folks your social media contacts real quick?
It's Bianca Edwards on everything, y'all.
There you go.
Genesee, your turn.
I'm Prophetic Fire Reiki. Join me every Monday at 8 p.m. But like, don't come around when it's my anniversary though. Uh, so
Which won't be for another year.
yeah, so there we go. Um, so yeah, join me there. Also on TikTok, I'm Prophetic Fire Reiki.
All right, and you guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is WilliamJonathanLee@gmail.com. My Cash App is $ Jonathan Lee 07. That's $ JONATHANLEE 07. Also, make sure you all of you guys join us on Saturday mornings at 10-ish a.m. for Faithful Warrior Ministries. Just look us up on YouTube. We should pop right on up. We go live every Saturday morning at 10-ish a.m. to read a devotional, do a little bit of chit chat, and of course, do some prayer. So join us for prayer, devotion, and a little chit chat on every single Saturday at 10-ish a.m. I love the way you flung that blanket off you, girl. It was fierce. Anyways, thank y'all so much for joining us. Join me on Monday nights at 6 p.m. for my 90-day fiance review. And also be sure to be on the lookout for my recorded videos on Tuesdays. That's typically when I will put out my recorded videos. I will be releasing a video on RuPaul's Drag Race, as well as, Real Housewives of Potomac is not coming on this week. I'm assuming Married to Medicine won't be coming on this week because of the Super Bowl, but RuPaul's Drag Race should be coming on this Friday. So be on the lookout for that. Love you guys for watching. See you on the next one. Peace out, y'all. Bye.
Bye.